What happens when nearly 1.5 million hype tokens get bought back in just 30 days while the chart forms a perfect ascending triangle? Are we about to witness the most explosive breakout in crypto history? What's up, Gold Rush Crypto Daily fam? Your boy Goldrush here, and today we're diving deep into something that's got my mind absolutely blown. We're talking about Hyperliquid, the speed demon, and why the combination of massive buybacks and chart technicals is setting up what could be the most epic breakout to $80 that we've seen all year. But here's the thing. This isn't just about pretty charts and hopium. We're talking about actual deflationary mechanics that are literally removing supply from circulation while demand is going through the roof. Make sure you stick around until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly why this could be the opportunity of a lifetime. Before we get into the absolute fire that is happening with hype right now, if you're not part of the Gold Rush family yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're about to break down some serious wealth-building opportunities that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Now let's talk about what's really happening behind the scenes with Hyperliquid, because this is where things get absolutely insane. The numbers are speaking for themselves, and trust me, they're screaming bullish. In just the past 24 hours, nearly 100,000 hype tokens were bought back. That's 100,000 tokens removed from circulation in a single day. But wait, it gets even better. The weekly total has pushed over 500,000 tokens. And get this, the 30-day figure is sitting at 1.47 million tokens. We're talking about $23.6 million deployed in buybacks over the past 7 days alone. This isn't some small-time operation. This is institutional-level supply removal happening right before our eyes. And here's what's really got me fired up. The average price has been rising from $39.74 to $47.43. The pace is accelerating, which means these buybacks are getting more expensive, but they're still happening. That tells me someone knows something we don't, or they're positioning for something absolutely massive. Now let's talk about what this means for the chart, because this is where the magic happens. According to crypto analyst King Mitch, the Hyperliquid price chart has been stuck in a low volatility ascending triangle pattern as price consolidates between $47 and $48.20. But here's the kicker. Recent buyback activity has absorbed a meaningful chunk of the circulating supply, effectively anchoring price around the supportive levels. This is textbook volatility squeeze territory, people. Volume has contracted, ranges are tightening, and each dip is getting bought up faster than the last. If the assistance fund continues to remove supplies at this pace, it could be the spark that pushes hype through the upper bound. A clean breakout above $48.20 could trigger an upside explosion towards $49.92, followed by $51.50, and then $53. But that's just the beginning. What's really got me excited is the relative strength that hype is showing against other major assets. New multi-time frame charts from HYP Economist show hype gaining ground across the board, whether it's against Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or even XRP. Each chart reveals the same structure: higher lows, firm momentum, and consistent strength signaling outperformance in both trending and choppy market conditions. This strength across majors reinforces the idea that the recent buybacks and tightening supply are having a broader impact. Hype isn't just holding up in USD terms. It's climbing relative to nearly everything else. These relative strength moves tend to precede breakouts, especially when paired with tight volatility and supply removal. If you're feeling the energy and excitement about what's happening with the speed demon, smash that like button right now. And drop a comment below telling me what you think about these massive buybacks. Are we looking at the setup of the century? I want to hear your thoughts. Now here's where things get really spicy. The latest hype chart shared by crypto analyst Cordial points to an increasingly structured bullish setup, with clean support zones forming around previous quarterly opens and monthly key levels. Price action has respected these zones with minimal slippage, suggesting the market is tracking these levels closely. What stands out is the progressive trend, with each move up forming a base, consolidating, and then springing higher. The chart outlines a clear trajectory into the $70 to $80 range as the next major test zone. From a technical standpoint, the levels marked on this chart align well with the rising trend momentum seen across multiple time frames. This is what I call a perfect storm setup. You've got deflationary mechanics through massive buybacks. You've got technical analysis showing a clear path to $80. And you've got relative strength against all major cryptocurrencies. When all these factors align, that's when generational wealth is made. Let me break down exactly what's happening here from a supply and demand perspective. Traditional economics tells us that when supply decreases and demand stays constant or increases, prices go up. But what we're seeing with hype is supply decreasing rapidly through buybacks while demand is actually increasing. This creates what I like to call a supply shock, where the market suddenly realizes there's not enough supply to meet demand. The fund's continued activity removes supply from circulation, tightening the float while price holds firm. If this pace of buybacks continues, it's likely to tilt the balance further in favor of bulls. We're talking about a fundamental shift in the supply-demand dynamic that could send hype absolutely parabolic. And here's something that really gets me excited. This kind of intervention is part of a broader economic design. It's not just random buying. It's a systematic approach to creating scarcity and driving value. The team behind Hyperliquid understands tokenomics better than most, and they're implementing a strategy that could make early holders incredibly wealthy. Looking at the bigger picture, Hyperliquid is shaping up to be one of the most structurally sound charts in the market right now, and it's not just the technicals doing the talking. With buybacks accelerating, supply tightening, and strength holding across major pairs, the setup looks increasingly primed for expansion. The beauty of this setup is that it's not based on hype or speculation. It's based on real, measurable factors. We can track the buybacks, we can see the supply reduction, and we can measure the relative strength against other assets. This gives us confidence that we're not just riding a wave of emotion, but positioning ourselves for a fundamental shift in value. As price holds above key levels like the monthly reclaim and prior highs, the setup shows readiness for continuation. The progressive nature of each move up, forming a base, consolidating, and then springing higher, tells us that this isn't just a pump. It's a structured, sustainable uptrend. A breakout above $48.20 could open the gates to a rally towards $70 and possibly even the $80 mark. When you combine the deflationary mechanics with the technical setup and the relative strength, you get a recipe for explosive price action that could change lives. The next few weeks could be absolutely crucial for hype holders. We're sitting at a critical juncture where all the pieces are falling into place for a massive breakout. The buybacks are accelerating, the chart is tightening, and the relative strength is building across all major pairs. If you're not already part of the Gold Rush Crypto Daily family, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss opportunities like this. Share this video with anyone who needs to understand what's happening with Hyperliquid right now, because this information could be life-changing. Make sure to check out our other videos where we break down similar opportunities and help you navigate this crazy crypto market. We're here to help you spot the next big moves before they happen. Remember, this is about more than just making money. It's about understanding the fundamental forces that drive value in the crypto space. The combination of deflationary mechanics, technical analysis, and relative strength creates a powerful framework for identifying opportunities. All right, Gold Rush Crypto Daily fam, we've covered some serious ground today. We've talked about the massive buybacks removing 1.47 million tokens from circulation, the perfect ascending triangle formation, the relative strength against all major cryptocurrencies, and the clear path to $70 to $80. What do you think about these deflationary mechanics? Are we looking at the setup of the century? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you understand what's happening with hype, and share it with your crypto friends who need to see this analysis. Thanks for being part of the Gold Rush Crypto Daily family. Your support means everything to us, and we're committed to bringing you the most valuable crypto content every single day. Make sure to check out our other videos for more explosive opportunities and market insights. Before we wrap up, remember that this is Gold Rush Crypto Daily, and while we're extremely bullish on this analysis, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research, consult with professionals, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. The crypto market is volatile, and while the potential for massive gains exists, so do the risks. This is Goldrush signing off. Keep stacking, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, crypto family.